Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What a new theme song we have.
No, I don't really like it very much. I do like this. I forgot everything that happened on Monday night. I cannot wait for December 10th. The Vikings play again.
I didn't forget everything, and we're going to talk about it, but I've forgotten most of it. Let's just say that.
I've forgotten the sting. I've forgotten the hurt. I've forgotten the boredom that game put me through. Very strenuous. Very strenuous.
Nothing worse is a wee young lad when you're experimenting with your body with a bar of soap, and then you feel the sting about 20 minutes later.
Yep. That was
Sting.
Always bad.
We got Julian, Mason, Travis, Anthony is in the house. Brad is not feeling well. Damn it, Brad. You have an orange.
No, have some Coke. Coke and some
Viking
crackers.
Funeral, Ashley, Bob, Purple and Gold for Days. Everybody that was on the NFC North Roundtable. Thank you for coming on, even on a little bit of a depressing episode after we lose to the Bears. But we appreciate you guys coming on.
Hard to hold your cock high after a game like that.
Oh, I still held it high. I was trying to still knock Nick down a peg or two, but didn't work.
Good.
Julian Marker, those Wolves are on fire. I'm going in February against the Bucks, I believe.
Don't tell him where you're sitting. Don't do it.
I hope he's sitting right next to me. He's got season tickets, so I will meet up with Julian if he is there. There's no doubt about it.
Wow. We got 29 watching. Matamita just rolled in. Dave just rolled in.
Matamita with his 10-foot ding-dong. Gunner in the house. Boom.
I'm going to say, speaking of 10-foot ding-dongs.
Gunner?
Maybe 10.2.
Julian will be there. Julian, we will have a beer. I guarantee it.
Wow. It's a date. You guys have a date.
This will be a third date. I think I have to start putting out.
Yeah, it's time you put out. Who buys the most beer? Who buys more beer for the other one?
I always buy Julian a beer, and that will
Sounds
stay
like
true.
He's got some putting out to do.
Yep, you're right. We'll give her a little bit here, but plenty to talk about. Najee is coming on at 7:30, so stick around. It's gonna be a good show, even though it's bye week.
Najee will be here. We appreciate him obviously stopping by. Najee's the best. Cannot wait to talk to him. Get some things off my chest.
Dave says, if you love us, you smash that like button. Let's get him horned up. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Bye week. I hope, I'm hoping we top 100 tonight, but we'll see.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, the Vikings, the game on Monday was disgusting, and now we have a long break here. But again, I still think there's so much to talk about with this team right now. Who's going to be the quarterback moving forward? Just digesting some of the shit that we saw on Monday. Justin Jefferson coming back. So a lot of talkers. There's always talkers with the Vikings this year. That's been the best thing about 2023. There's never nothing to talk about.
Brad Anderson's fever has reached a level that he should go to bed because we're not going to release Dobbs. As much as you might want to, it ain't happening.
Yeah, if you buy Julian another beer, he's going to have to give you a release.
Rules are 1 bar buys the beer every time, wherever we're at.
Travis says, referees suck.
Referees suck.
No, Gunner, we are at Las Vegas. I still want to say L.A., and part of me still wants to say Oakland.
Yeah, I'm Oakland. 10 times out of 10, I will say Oakland because I am a moron. But let's give her one more a minute before we go.
One more juicy
Everybody get nice
minute.
and comfy. Nice and comfy.
Maybe
Tell us
pull
your
the
deepest,
blanket.
darkest secret if you want.
I think Nitzberg already did.
What's everybody drinking tonight? I figure a couple waters, maybe a Sprite, maybe a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I just got vodka in my cup.
No, you don't. It's water. I will say this on the NFC North Roundtable, Packers very confident. Very, very confident. Their schedule is cake. There's no doubt about it. They got to get over the Chiefs, and they have the Vikings. But other than that, they got a cakewalk. So we better do some business with these Raiders and Bengals.
Did you ever do the cakewalk at the old Johnny Johnson fairs? There was the cakewalk. I never really understood what it was, and I never did it. I was scared.
No, I did. I don't know if I ever won. I knew Ashley would have her Dr. Pepper. That's why I said it. DP. Everybody loves a DP.
Anybody ever partake in a cakewalk and if they won a cake? Let us know in the comments.
I have won a cake and a cakewalk. It was not at the Johnny Johnson, though.
Where was it?
It was at another school.
You son of a bitch.
A little bit more down the shore. Why haven't the Vikings signed Shaq Leonard yet?
I think he's visiting with the Eagles right now.
Cowboys, Eagles. He's making the rounds. Let's do it. Let's talk some effing Vikings. Let's go.
That new picture of Elvin looks like Wimbar's nutsack. And seriously, that's what it looks like.
His fingers or his face?
The whole thing combined. That is you. I've seen it before many times. Haunts my nightmares.
Could be worse.
I don't think it could be much worse. All right, let's hop into this thing. Let's talk. What are we talking about first? Vikings are 6-6 right now at the bye. Is that better or worse than we expected? 6-6 at the bye.
I know what I went back and looked at Lupagus's prediction, so I already know his answer. He was just completely out there.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
no, you were nuts.
Well, I answered this a little bit differently this time.
Well, yeah, but 6-6 better or worse than we expected?
Yeah,
so expected as in like the beginning of the season.
That's not what my expected starts from. And I'll get to that.
Well, I'd love to hear we need to know the explanation before we can answer.
Well, I'm gonna give my explanation before I answer. Anybody else dropping theirs first?
Nitzberg is saying it's worse. Worse. Fire O'Connell asking for a friend. Freddie wants to know, has anyone ever dated a Vikings cheerleader? Obviously, looking at the two of us, we have not.
No, definitely not. Yeah. So mine, I went like this. I said when it was 1-4. I thought it'd be much, much, much worse when we started.
Well, yeah, but no, this was before the season.
And then when we were 5-4, I thought we'd be much better than 6-6.
This is lame.
So this is lame. That's what I'm saying. That's what I base this off going right now. 6-6. So yeah, way we started, better. Where we were, I thought we'd be like 7-4 right now.
No, but at the beginning of the season.
At the beginning of the season, I'm gonna guess I probably would have said
12-5. You said
at the bye.
No, like for our final.
Yeah, I would have probably said like at the bye we would have been like we would have lost the Chiefs.
Well, we didn't do bye predictions. You did the season predictions.
I'm not talking about the season. I'm talking right now at the bye. What what's the record? What's our expectations? Was it better or worse? We thought it'd be at the bye. That's what the question was.
All right. Well, you're already off. So
yeah, no, I mean I didn't think we'd lose to the Chargers. I didn't think we'd lose to the fucking Bears. I didn't think we'd lose to I didn't think we'd beat the Niners. So I mean, it's ups and downs. It's different.
Yeah, I believe you had us at 12-5. I think I had us at 10-7. So 6-6. You got to take the games out of the equations. Like Lupagus said, we beat the Niners. Nobody thought we'd beat the Niners. Nobody thought we'd lose to the Bears. Nobody thought we'd lose to the Broncos. So the 6-6 is pretty much, I guess, where it would be. Maybe one game off or so, but that's pretty fair.
Yeah, so where do you think we've finished now? We're 6-6 now. We got 5 games left. Remember, there's these goofy ass. You play 17 games now. So where do you think we finish?
That was a stinker. That Bucks game. I figured. I think I had a certain order like 3-2. Where do we finish? Let's go. Go with your head, not your heart, because if it's your heart, it's 11-6. But where do you think we will actually finish? If you're coming in, hit that like button, hit it hot and heavy. Let's go.
Oh my God, Nitzberg's completely off the rails.
Travis, get to your room.
Yeah, I'm gonna spank him.
11-6. Bob Swede, Mason M 9-8, 9-8. Kevin Bones is at 9-8. 8-9. Freddie 5 Fingers. I remember him.
Freddie looks a lot like HGH.
8-9 from Harmsy.
Old Elvin, that may be good enough to get you in the playoffs too.
7-11. Brad, you're going with your head, not your heart. We have to respect that. 8-1, says Joey.
That's his fever. His fever's flaring up again.
Joey doesn't have a fever. That's Brad.
Talking about Brad.
7-10. All right, Lup, I guess where do you got us finishing?
Well, here's the thing. Like when I just like think about it, the way the team's played, I'll say 9-8. I look at the schedule. And I see the Raiders, I see the Bengals. I think that Lions game at the end of the year is going to be meaningless, and I just can't have us. I can't say Packers are going to beat us at home. So I'm going to go 10-7.
Of course you are. Of course
I am.
We just to remind you, we just lost to the Bears at home.
That's fine.
I'm glad the Packers are coming at home.
We can make adjustments, do some different stuff.
Make adjustments, something that Kevin O'Connell proves week in and week out that he cannot do.
Justin Jefferson's coming back. You might get Jordan Hicks back. Davenport could be coming back. So you're going to be getting some reinforcements here. So, yeah, I'm going to go 10-7. I look at the schedule, and I think the Vikings are better what they showed the last 2 weeks, and they're going to figure it out.
Lupagus went with his heart. He went with his heart. I would say 9-8. I think we will beat the Raiders and the Bengals. When it comes to the two Lions game and the Packers, I think we get one of those, which one, I don't know. So 9-8, and is that going to be enough to sneak into the playoffs? Is going to be the big question, because like we said, the Packers, their schedules, we better beat that. That Packers game is going to be a big time game. I mean, if we lose to the Raiders after the bye, I think we can all start to think like, holy shit, we stepped on our ding dongs.
We did. And it's crazy after the start and after losing everything that we did, all the players we lost, to be in a position where we could have made this playoff run. We really should be sitting here comfortably with a 7-5 record, but we blew 2 games here. And that's what's most frustrating, just how bad everything started. And then you crawl your way back, and then you kind of punch yourself in the dick again.
Well, we did. We did it real bad. Let's talk Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, our man, he's coming back. How big of a difference is this guy going to make on this Viking squad? 6-6.
Hell yeah.
Skull 2OA says 6. Skull 2OA is just, he's out. He's done. He's done.
Well, it was like the first quarter. Well, he did something really depressing during the watch party there. I can't remember what it was, but man, to see Skull TYA so down, it hurts my heart.
Well, Skull 2OA has been a Viking fan for a very long time, so I'm more surprised that he doesn't just expect it at this time. Like, we should be numb to this. This is what we expect.
Yeah. JDT says it's huge. Gutter says, hell yeah, thank God. Travis Nesberg, he's 11-6 now.
Switch it.
I don't. To me, this is what Justin Jefferson coming back to the Vikings is going to be like. I know you didn't watch a lot of wrestling back in like the late 90s, but
nobody did.
No, a lot of people did. A common any of those shows, Monday Night Raws, like someone's getting beat down, right? So here's the Vikings getting beat down. It's the Bears, it's the Broncos, it's the Packers. Everybody else who's in contention for a playoff spot are all stomping on the Vikings, middle of the ring, and all of a sudden you hear that glass shatter. Stone Cold music hits, but it's not Stone Cold. It's Justin Jefferson coming out to save the day, beat everybody's ass, and get the Vikings back into contention. Bring morale up. He's going to be the Stone Cold. The glass is going to break.
That's great. I'm glad that he makes a wonderful entrance. We could have Jerry Rice, Chris Carter, and Randy Moss, but who's going to be our quarterback? Justin Jefferson can be out there all he wants. Sorry, what?
He can catch anything from anybody, and he will.
He can. I'm not doubting Justin Jefferson, but he breaks through that glass. But if Leaping Lonnie Smith or whatever his name was is the other guy in the ring, it doesn't matter.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I also think having him back will give Kevin O'Connell more confidence in his offense, no matter who is the quarterback. JJ can catch so many crazy-ass throws. They don't have to be perfect. Don't have to be even on target. He can make the play. So hopefully that leads him to be a little more aggressive play caller.
We'll see. Obviously, Justin Jefferson coming back is only going to help us. There's no doubting that. It's going to open up the defenses are going to have to. I mean, we all know that. We all know it. It's going to be beautiful. Can't wait for him to come back, and it's going to help. Let's just hope Kevin O'Connell makes some play calls that actually helps us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
14 likes. We only have 14 likes.
Oh,
Let's
my
go.
God.
Hit that like button. This is offensive. 14. What a year. 14?
Year. 1914?
No, just being 14 years old, riding around your bicycle.
Is that when you got stung by the soap?
No. Well, yeah, probably actually. Yeah, hit that like button. Let's get up to let's get over 25 likes. Let's do this. Let's go. So
your expectations are really high tonight.
Well, we gotta be realistic when we got 56 watching. I can't say I want 100 likes.
Sure, you can.
Possible. So Justin Jefferson coming back, wonderful thing. We didn't talk about some quick roster moves. Vikings move on. Sean Mannion is gonzo for probably about the 6th or 7th time. He'll probably be back at some point. And Keel Harry was also gonzo. So any parting words?
Sean Mannion, don't ever come back. Don't ever come back. You're not welcome here.
He's welcome. We will welcome anybody. It's Minnesota nice.
Ugh, Sean Mannion. Yeesh.
T-Bass. Fun week getting tons of text messages from my friends that are Bears fans laughing. Well, T-Bass, you should have a pretty easy comeback for that. The Bears are dog shit. Yeah, but you should have a pretty quick response.
I'm just happy you have so many friends.
The way I look at it, that was a Make-A-Wish type of thing. Bears suck ass. They caught us with our ding dong and the zippers.
Yeah, ding dong and the zippers and a quarterback who really should have been pulled about halfway through the second quarter.
What a defense, though. God damn, Brian Flores. He's so good.
He's damn good.
So good. All right, who's going to be our next quarterback?
Yeah, that's the big question during this bye. Who will be the next quarterback? Again, head or heart here. And I think I'm going to change my answer from what we did the video on a little bit. But head or heart, who will be the Vikings quarterback when they next kick off?
Well, in the video, your head said Mullins, and your heart said Hall, which was fairly different than a lot of the comments. So I look forward to hearing what you changed.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I can't wait to tell you. I'm so excited.
Jaron Hall, 100%. Hall, Skull TOA, you're setting yourself up to be disappointed. It's not going to be Jaron Hall.
He's the one I'm confident.
0% chance it's Jaron Hall. So we need to grasp that right away. It's not going to be Hall. Anthony says Mullins.
Yeah, that's actually not a horrible idea there, Vic Ryder.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that. Maybe just rolling them out. Dobskis, Mullins, Tarkenton. All right, Luppagus, who's going to be the quarterback?
You know, I said Mullins earlier, but I actually think they're going to roll with Dobbs, and I think he's going to be I think the game plan's going to change. I think they're going to simplify things. I don't think they're going to put him back there as a pocket passer this time. I think it's going to be like make 2 reads and run, and I hope KLC just encourages him to use his legs. Maybe take it down to almost a street ball type of level. Simplify it like he did in that Atlanta game. I think that's how you win with Josh Dobbs. You cannot make him be like this 4-read guy. You just got to use what he has best, and that's his legs.
I'm glad you came back to earth because it's absolutely going to be Dobbs.
I think you said Mullins too, didn't you?
No, I said Josh Dobbs. No, you said Mullins. I said Dobskis. They're not going to change from him. Why would they? Nick Mullins? If you're putting Nick Mullins in, if you're going to cash in your chips on the season, put in Jaron Hall. But they're not gonna. They're not ready for that. We're still, as of now, with playoffs for today, we'd be in the playoffs, and Josh Dobbs gives you the best chance to win. So Josh Dobbs, just a different Kevin O'Connell halfway through that game, he's like, holy shit, I really effed this up. This is not working. This is bad news. So I think we go back to a lot more play action. He's going to be rolling out in the pocket. They're going to get back to Dobbskis of the last 3 weeks, and it's going to be Dobbs.
Well, and here's the thing that makes you think it might not be, though. I mean, he was non-committal in his press conference, and some of his facial expressions during that game, like, I mean, I thought he was going to throw up. He was so disgusted at what he saw Josh Dobbs do, and you can't like coach that out of somebody unless you make him do something different prior to that happening. So I think all his mistakes are happening on those dropbacks when he's sitting there and reading the defense. So if you can get him not to do that, then maybe he won't make those boneheaded decisions. But again, his accuracy is always going to be an issue.
T-Bass, tell them we beat them the first time, and they beat us with a back or pretty much a third-string quarterback.
They beat us by two points with like 4 turnovers.
And we had a quarterback that we gave a 6th-round pick for. It's easy. It's easy. Come on, T-Bass, you're better than this. So, yeah, I think we all think it's going to be Dobbs. I don't see how Dobbs gives the Vikings the best chance to win because it says Skull 2IA. He wants Jaron Hall. I don't see how Jaron Hall gives the best chance to win. I mean, I want to see Jaron Hall. I want to see him in the preseason. I want to see what he does. Jaron Hall, I mean, come on. Skull 2A. You're better than that.
Give him Bullens.
K-ball. Let's go.
Do you want to make the announcement about the super stickers right now?
Yeah, we can do that. Hold on. So starting December 1st, from December 1st to the 20th, we reached out to old Mr. Dalton Reisner himself. He has a foundation, the Reisner Up Foundation. So all donations and super chats from the 1st to the 20th will go to Dalton Reisner's Reisner Up Foundation. They keep it all local, all Minnesota. He said he pretty much does anything from buying a family groceries to getting them Christmas presents to families, children battling cancer, or anything that they need. So all of our super chats, 100% of it will be going to the Reisner Up Foundation, and he is very, very excited.
Hell yes. So if you can, we'll appreciate that. Any donation you can make between December 1st and December 20th going to Reisner Up. Hell of a man, hell of a foundation.
Dalton, even himself, just said that this is fantastic. I said, I don't know if it's going to be $3 or $30 or what it is, but anything we get, it's going to him, and he's very, very excited. So starting December 1st.
Hell yes. That's going to be awesome. Cannot wait for that. What's next in the old Vagender? One bar?
Let's talk top needs in the draft. We might as well talk about it.
Yeah, let's hop into it. I mean, it's the bye week. We need to find things to talk about. The draft is hell, it's almost December. Draft season really kicks off late December, so we're kind of on the precipice. And needs. What are the Vikings draft needs? Top 2 draft needs, in your opinion, for the Minnesota Vikings in 2024.
Let's see them. Comments. I look forward to this. Mason M. We'll see how much money we can raise before I ask that. But we'll try. We have interviewed him before. Great guy.
Yeah, he is. We got Anthony with quarterback and defensive end. Oh, look at JDT's dropping names. He said JJ McCarthy, best quarterback or defensive line, cornerback. Quarterback and D-line. That's a quarterback.
Actually, I believe it. And Waterboy. Sanity. We'd like to draft some sanity.
Wow. Gunner
quarterback D-line. Freddie Five Fingers is back.
He had to go make a deal in the alley. Old Freddie Five Fingers, he'll get you what you need.
Freddie Five Fingers. All right, Lupagus, who's your top 5 needs?
I think we're doing top 2 needs.
Or 2, sorry.
Yeah, quarterback number 1 for me. I think regardless what you do with Kirk Cousins, I think you get a young quarterback. You can find them all throughout the first round. So quarterback number 1, and then an edge rusher is right up there too. If you don't get a quarterback, you're looking at maybe a Jared Verse or Balin Trice, someone like that. You got to have an edge rusher. Davenport free agent, or he's probably not coming back. Hunter free agent. Who knows if we can sign him? Wanham a free agent, also going to be spendy. You got to get a young pass rusher in here too.
Yeah, edge rusher and quarterback. There's no doubt about it. Quarterback. This is the draft. Get a quarterback. If you're bringing Kirk Cousins back, whatever, who cares? Still get a quarterback and edge rusher. Depending on what we do in free agency, it's a must. I'd love to say defensive line. Hey, let's hit the trenches. Let's get the trenches ready. Let's go. But we're going to be Daniil Hunter, DJ Wanham, and Marcus Davenport. Most likely are probably gone. So take your trenches and shove it up your ass.
Well, I mean, and Brian Flores, he's got some run out of Sheldon Day the other day. We've seen Harrison Phillips have some good games. TJ Smith's flash. I mean, he can make it work a little bit with some of these guys, but I don't think there's that premier down lineman in this, at least where we'll be picking anyway.
Well, there's some good defensive linemen in this draft, but first round, got to go quarterback. I look forward to seeing what happens. I mean, we saw what's his nuts who went to the Titans. What he fall to round 3?
Will Levis was round 2.
Hendon Hooker even fell. So you got all these quarterbacks when you get into the Bo Nix's, Penix, McCarthy. One of these guys is bound to fall. So it's going to be, I can't wait. This is going to be fun. It's going to be damn fun.
We do have 28 likes now. We're past your 25. Let's shoot for
25,
34.
Let's get to 50. Let's go.
I was taking it smaller. Oh, yeah, Freddie, not a bad point. Consider drafting a punter.
Well, at this point, why not?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Ryan Wright's really been turd. Huge turd.
Plenty of time to turn it around. We'll see. So we're going to have Najee Thompson come on here hopefully soon. But while we're waiting for him, Newton is fantastic. He's a guy that could maybe sneak. I mean, we're picking 20. Newton's kind of in that range. Mm-hmm. Big old D lineman. Big boy.
Newton. It's fun to say Newton.
Yeah, they're good.
Like a good Fig Newton. I used to hate him when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I appreciate the old Fig Newtons.
Fig Newtons are disgusting. Nobody likes those.
Oh, no, they're not bad.
BK, who was BK's boy last year in the draft? I think it was somebody that is
anybody from Clemson.
Yeah, but I think it was somebody that's just complete dog shit.
He probably KJ Henry.
I think it was a corner. Might have been. Jaden Daniels. Daniels is just really, really shooting up those draft
I think he's going to be out of our reach, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll finish what Nitzberg said and be 6-11.
I ripped on BK, so T-Bass, I got to give you some shit because he wanted us to take Max Dugan in round 3 last year. So we got to even it out. We got to even it out. All right, let's talk. Let's talk biggest changes we need to see after the bye week.
Biggest changes after the bye week.
Not even
interesting.
Hold on.
Wait.
That doesn't matter.
Is he here?
Hold on. Dang it. Yeah, he is here.
You gonna split him in half here? He's gonna.
No, I gotta clean it up a little bit. I gotta clean her up.
We got a flash warning.
Flash flood warning.
Can y'all hear me?
There he is. Man, look at that. What's going on, buddy?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Look at that. You're wearing the new Unreal hoodie.
Look at that
Beautiful
thing.
Oh yeah, favorite hoodie by far.
God, that's fantastic. It looks like you're in a tent. Where are you?
Oh, I just picked my car up. I had to pick it up from an appointment.
Sweet. Dang. Picking up his car and still making time, man. We appreciate you hopping on.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Are you hanging in Minnesota during the bye?
Yeah, I might sneak out, go somewhere. I'm not sure yet. I'm pretty much just laid back guy, so I don't really do too much during the season anyway.
Heck yeah.
Nope, that is fantastic. Greatly appreciate you hopping on. It's been a while. It is good to see your face. So you gotta give us. It's been a while. I mean, what week 12? We're in week 12. Like, have you soaked it in? Do you realize that you are actually in the NFL, and how does it feel knowing that you are a part of the NFL?
It really took a while to sink in, because really just going through, for me, like my favorite part was actually like the national anthem each game, because through college and everything you don't ever get to experience that. So really it took a while to sink in, and then we start off going to Philly, seeing some big stars there, and then just went to Denver, seeing some more big stars there. So really each game really still sinks in with me more and more, and I'm just really living in the moment, embracing each opportunity. And really I'd say like going against the Falcons was really like a big time, like, okay, I'm in the NFL. And even really before that, when I was inactive for 2 weeks, that was more like a wake up call for me. Like, okay, like I'm in the NFL. This is like strictly business. It's make plays or you're not going to be in the NFL long. So that's when it really sunk in. And then, I had to get back to my roots of just, going to make plays and making an impact some way, somehow.
I got to ask you quick on the inactives. Was that more so just what was going on with the cornerback position? Did they need more corners out there?
I mean, it's a lot that varies into it. When you look back at it, throughout that time, I really didn't have many tackles. I was kind of like doing a lot. I was missing a lot of tackles. In a way, I was kind of just getting down there. I mean, I was disrupting the play, but it wasn't enough like sporadic to where it's like, okay, he's the fifth corner on the roster. Maybe we can use another guy type thing. So it was like I wasn't making myself undeniable, basically. So that's kind of how it just kind of works. We kind of kept more corners and safeties this year. And so, if I'm not doing enough and, trying to test out other guys to see what you can do with it, and that's just how really how the league works.
You mentioned the stars you met in Philly and Denver. Who had you the most starstruck that you met so far?
Most definitely. It's crazy because, meeting AP last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, other night that was crazy, but I'd say Peyton Manning. Meeting Peyton Manning was pretty starstruck by that one.
Nice, watching you sitting there bullshit with AP, that was beautiful. I was so I like, damn, I want to talk to those guys. That looks fantastic.
You were invited.
Oh yeah, it was pretty chill.
Hey, Najee, someday you're gonna be back. You're gonna be blowing that horn. It's gonna be beautiful.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. I would love to make this home forever. Like I said, I love Minnesota. Just even going through the undrafted process, I told my agent I was hooked on coming here by the jump start. Like, just with the special teams coordinator, me and him have a great relationship. Even with the assistant, we all have great relationships. I mean, So I meet with those guys as much as possible, and that's just how it is, and I love it here. The fan base is absolutely amazing. Even just with our special team scheme, it allows you to be great, play free. You don't think too much, anything like that.
Well, we love having you here. It's
Thanks, man.
fantastic to see those yellow shoes down there every time, just wrapping up that tackle. It is beautiful. Let's talk about the Vikings locker room. I mean, everything we see from the outside at the clips, it seems like a very tight-knit group. It seems like the culture is fantastic. I mean, what do you attribute that to? Is that coaching? Is that the players? What's behind that?
It really starts with our head coach. Our head coach is such a player's coach at the end of the day. You never see him too high, too low. He's consistent all the way around. And he always brings energy at the end of the day. And then, honestly, you start going down, even with, Flo, he has great energy. Even with our cornerbacks coach, Durante, he has great energy all the time. And so we spend so many hours together in a room, and it's like we talk about football, but then at the end of the day, we still are able to joke around and still get the jobs done at the end of the day, and just build relationships, just outside of football. Like if we're like going to hang out just after a meeting or something like that, like we build such great relationships. Like in the locker room, it almost feels like we're outside of work at most of the time. So we're such a tight group. And so like even with losses, it's like, okay, we know what we did wrong. We know exactly why we lost this game, and we just bounce on to the next. And that's why you can see us rip off 5 and 6 in a row. Even though these last 2 ones are tough to swallow, we still sit in a great spot. The energy's great. We needed the bye week. We're going to get that and obviously come back even stronger than ever, honestly.
We mentioned the last 2 losses. So how was morale in the locker room after that Bears game?
Oh, I mean, it's all good. We know losing the turnover battle. I think it's like 0-50 right now when you have 3 or more turnovers and don't win it. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. I mean, you can't really harp over it too much when you know exactly what you did to lose the game, and we still had a chance to win every game this year that we lost a turnover battle. And that's what makes us dangerous at the end of the day. It makes us one of the most dangerous teams in the NFL, despite the record. All we do is win out. We're gonna go win out and get the job done. And every day we're just gonna come work harder and harder.
Not just win out, we're gonna freaking dominate. We cannot wait after the bye week. We're gonna come out firing, baby. As far as your position, I mean, right now you're a special teams demon. You're a beast. You are ripping shit up. You are lighting it up. Do you see yourself? I mean, year 2, cornerback. Are we gonna see you out there at cornerback?
I mean, if my number's called this year, I mean, I'm ready. But honestly, like I said, I utilize myself on special teams. Like we have great depth at corner right now, so I won't have to really worry about doing that. But like I said, I'm ready when my number's called, and it's really for me. I'm still progressing, become a better corner. But just with the names we got in our room and just the production got in my room, I'm able to go free, play special teams and free and dominate on that side of the ball and let those guys on defense do their thing.
Boom. Hell yeah. I like that. Najee, you mentioned earlier, like your relationship. So who's kind of become your pal, your buddy on the team? Who do you hang out with the most?
So I hang out a lot with, Kyle Blackman, Jay Ward, spend a lot of time with them. And really it's kind of hard because I hang out with B Murph a lot. But I really mess with all of the guys equally at the end of the day. For me, I just look at myself as like the life of the party, and always try to bring energy, try to just mess with those guys 24/7. I'm really close with everybody on the team. There's not a person in that locker room that I'm not close with, that I can't go up and joke around with. And that's just me. I love to just make friends with everybody and become close to everybody. And that's just who I am regardless.
Is it true you're the celebration coordinator?
Yeah. It's funny because every week, come in and they're like, oh, what do you got this week? And so I'm like, I'm in the works of something. And then I'm like, oh man, Friday's here. So then I send it in, then we go to meetings, and sometimes go in, they love them. And then sometimes they're like, nah, you got to bring something else. So then I come that night, send something in the next morning, and then they approve of it.
Who's the panel? Who's making it this? Who's the judge?
Really the whole defense is the judge. And it's done funneled down to the coaches now. Like the coaches are really deep and into it now. So sometimes I might put some up and I'm in the background, like the coach is like, this sucks, put some up. And so yeah, it's done really became like a full-time job for sure.
A lot of pressure, man.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah,
say
'cause
you are dominating. The celebrations we've seen have been top freaking notch.
Yeah.
So you are absolutely killing it. Let's talk Brian Flores. Dude, I mean, this defense is amazing. Everything he's doing is fantastic. I mean, I don't want you to predict if he's coming back next year, but how much do you want him to be back with the Vikings next year?
I think this whole staff by far is going to be here for a long time. Honestly, I mean, you got to look at it, just the turnaround of what we're rolling with. You know, the defense last year. I think the point differential was like -3. I think, like I said, only thing we cleaned up this year is turnovers. Our defense started out rough. We're absolutely rolling. Offense is honestly rolling too. Like, yeah, we had some hiccups. And that's just coming with the quarterback change. You know, Dobbs is still learning the system, and so you kind of go from a pocket balanced offense. Now we have a scramble quarterback, so you kind of got to fit into what helps him. And no, we're still getting our feet wet over there and just trying to find a consistent rhythm with that. No, we're getting JJ back soon. That's going to open things up more. So like the staff is doing an absolutely amazing job. Despite just the turnovers we have, at the end of the day, we know what we need to fix and where we need to fix it. But they do an amazing job every day to come with the game plan. We're well prepared at the end of the day, and that's just what it is. I think the staff's gonna be here for a long time.
Hell yeah.
Sweet. And we got a question for Najee. Drop in the comments, and we will ask him. I want to ask you what your yellow shoes, because you're one of the few players who actually had those yellow shoes, and it makes you very easy to spot.
Bright yellow.
Reason for it?
Honestly, there wasn't a really reason. Like, so when I first came, I seen that it had a yellow, and I was just like, okay, I love the yellow. So then playing to Seattle, my first preseason game, I actually had those on, and then like making that play was pretty big. So I was like, I mean, I kept the yellow cleats on, and so I mean, I just kind of just try to order different ones every couple weeks, and I'm in the process of looking for some more yellow ones now. So that's just, I mean, I really just love the color by far.
It's sweet.
There's nothing better. Every punt, we see those yellow cleats come down, just firing away. In the last couple of weeks, man, you have been on absolute fire. It has been beautiful to watch, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate you coming on the show. Even though you're getting your oil changed or whatever it is, we appreciate you coming on, man. And we'll be rooting for you like we do every damn week, man. We appreciate you.
Appreciate
love the shirt. I love the shirt.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Najee, whoop some ass the rest of the season, baby. We're going to have you on again soon, all right?
All right, stay in touch.
All right, take care, buddy.
Man. See you, Flash.
No problem.
Flash, man.
Najee.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. He's fantastic.
Yeah, I thought that, the celebration corner was maybe a joke, but that's definitely a pretty serious thing, it turns out.
Well, it turns out they have, there's a whole down to the coaches, baby.
I like when they tell him it just sucks. No, that sucks.
No, well, I bet he's had some dandies, just some real turds, and he just walks away just upset. But I always love when Najee joins. That will not be the last time. Wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a hell of a guy.
Hell of a guy, and he has been on fire the last couple of weeks. He looked like he has been in the preseason. He's down there making some big tackles. Great to see.
Yeah, he mentioned being inactive then and coming back, and kind of like a wake up call for him. And you could tell the difference. It's been night and day since he wasn't active those 2 games.
I thought when he was inactive, there were actually a lot of cornerback issues going on.
Yeah, I don't know what the reason was, but I think they're moving. Like Booth was the gunner then a couple times there. Those games he was out. So.
All right, what else is on the agenda?
Let me go unravel this, biatch. All right, so biggest changes the Vikings have to make after the bye week. What are some big changes the Vikings need to do to get this thing back on track? Let us know in the comments. Sorry, I thought one bar was going to grab one of those questions before we let Najee go. Maybe he had to get going. I don't know what the time limit was on that. Man, what a guy. What a guy. What do you guys think? Biggest change Vikings need to make after the bye here? Does it need to be a change in personnel? Does it need to be a change in scheme? In philosophy? New quarterback, new play caller, no turnovers. Let Dobbs run. Art, that's a great suggestion. Scheme. Interesting to see pros takes and what went down. I mean, Najee even mentioned it. Like, he alluded to the fact that, Dobbs maybe needs to go back to being a running quarterback. We need to adjust our scheme for that. So maybe that's something that was even brought up. First pass to JJ. More deep passes, says Anthony. Don't act like Dobbs is Cousins. That's true. New kicker, says Nitzberg. New kicker. He's going after Greg Joseph after the game Ryan Wright just put together. BK's just here picking fights. That's what he does. New punter too, In the Zone podcast. How you doing, buddy? But the play calling to the quarterback skills. I like that, Timothy Silak. Viking Funeral has a long one here. KLC needs to get out of his own way, plunge the dagger when you have the opportunity, and call the game according to our players' strengths. All good suggestions.
100%.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of them.
That's what scares me about drafting a quarterback. If he's going to draft some guy and all of a sudden try to mold him into something he's not, it's horrifying.
Yeah, I hope he just takes that guy and uses his. If he's a pocket passer, make him a pocket passer. If he's not, gear your offense to what he does best.
Harmsy, let Sheldon Day tear shit up. Let him loose, baby. Sheldon Day is the John Randall we've all been waiting for. Sheldon Day. He had a great fucking game, though. Let's go.
He did have a great game. He did.
Yeah, BK, take a timeout, man.
he's just a big troll, big bully.
BK, we love BK. He comes on all the time. He's always on. We love BK. But he also has given Andrew Booth the start of the game twice this year. So we just got to put things into perspective.
Yeah, I didn't know he played and he gave him start of the game.
I don't think he did. KLC put a straight jacket on Dobbs. That's right. BK needs a tug, butter tug.
Yeah. I want KLC to start calling plays like Ed Dontel as D coordinator again. I always feel like it's on you to put the points on the board, your side of the ball to win these games. I think that'll be huge. I think he's just so comfortable having this really good defense now that he's being conservative, and it's really come back to bite the Vikings in the ass. Pretend it's Ed running your defense, KLC, and I think things will go a little bit better for the Vikings.
I think this Bears game was a real big wake-up call for Kevin O'Connell. His demeanor, looking at him in his press conference after the game, I mean, this was a man that was completely defeated. His air was gone. He's like, I can't believe I just lost to the fucking Bears at home on Monday night. I think that's going to be a wake-up call, and I think it's a wake-up call that he needed. And we'll see what happens. He's got a whole week, 2 weeks to think about it, but I think we're going to see a different team. And I think we're going to see a lot more aggressiveness. I think he's not going to rely on the defense. He tried it. It failed miserably. So that is my hope anyways. We'll see if that actually happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope he does. And I think he will. I mean, even Najee alluded to it. He almost said, like, we had this running quarterback and we're making him, do stuff he doesn't like. It's basically what he said. So I think the whole team knows it. If you stick with Dobbs, change your game plan, change your scheme, make it work for him.
We shall see. I'm so nervous.
Yep. Art's back. I mean,
BK and Art have been placing timeout like they're 3.
I think what we need is like a Royal Rumble match. Those guys.
We're not going to see him for a while. Love you guys, but come on. I mean, we're all Vikings fans here. We all want the Vikings to get to the damn Super Bowl. We all have opinions, but we don't need.
You don't need to sit and attack each other in the.
We don't need to talk about each other's mothers and putting a boot up your ass. It's all right.
Oh boy. All right. Okay, so let's talk about this playoff. We have some teams we need to be concerned about. Packers, Rams, Saints, Bucks for the final playoff spot. Who is the most concerning of those teams, in your opinion?
This is easy. It's why I'm easy. We're family, which means there will be no
dessert tonight.
Yeah, what's that word?
No inbreeding?
Yeah, but there's that, but
incest.
Incest.
Okay, good.
Easy.
Nisberg says the Packers. Skull TY says the Rams. He's worried about the Rams.
Jesus, Skull TY is just like I think he's on a whole nother planet.
Gunner's worried about Detroit.
Well, you know what? I got bad news, Gunner.
They're already in.
Packers. You know, that Packers KC game is going to be one to watch. I'm looking forward to that one. Packers, very confident. They're on a high right now. Let's hope the KC knocks them down a peg or two. Go out there and kick the living shit out of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the Packers schedule is really easy, but I guess you also have to believe the Packers are a team that has turned things around and figured things out. I'm not quite there yet, but man, you look at their schedule and it's not overly tough.
Harm says, we can realistically win out. We.
I don't know what that means. I hope he's okay.
Also, the Lions have the Saints. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Lions bounce back after that gross kind of loss, and then a close game against the Bears, again, who we lost to. But Saints, it's a great matchup for the Lions. The Lions should kick the living shit out of them, but that'll be an interesting one to watch too.
That was my other team. It's Packers and Saints for me. The Saints schedule isn't super tough. I think they got a really good defense. They do have weapons on offense. They're not quite clicking there for whatever reason. If they get that figured out, they're a team that could kind of sneak by the Vikings and get that final spot.
The Saints?
Mm-hmm.
No, that ain't happening.
Yeah,
there's no way in hell. I mean, the Saints aren't going to go over the Vikings. The Saints might win their division. They're not going to get.
No, I mean the Falcons. They could easily. I mean, they're 5-6 right now. We're 6-6.
If
we start to suck, yeah, their schedule.
Have you seen
is not
their
bad.
injuries? Have you
seen
their
injuries?
Injuries?
Schedule?
Olave is not even going to play this week.
They don't have a super tough. They have a couple tough games. I think this is the Lions this week. Lions Saints this week. Even if they lose that one, I mean, they have a chance. If the Vikings like just totally shit the bed and it comes down to the one team that's 9-8, they have just as good a shot as anyone else to get to that point.
Matamida says the Lions are going to lose to the Saints. I would love nothing more. The Saints suck against the run. Lions are awesome running the ball. So that's the only issue. KC, let's go Chiefs. Beat the shit out of them.
We have breaking news by Viking Funeral. Harm's mint. Wee.
Got a wee.
Yeah, it's just I hope the Packers get their asses handed to them. And this little life they're showing is nothing but a fool's gold.
Well, the thing is with the Packers, after KC, I know they play us, but their schedule is so damn easy. It's so easy. So they need to lose this week. Even if they lose this week, their chances aren't horrible. But that Vikings-Packers game, that's going to be a big-time game. I think that's going to mean a ton on New Year's Eve. So the Packers are the ones that scare me the most. No doubt about it.
I'm still not believers in the Packers at this point. They've lost some. I mean, they looked very, very bad when we played them in Lambeau. And
yeah, but that was like 10 weeks ago.
It wasn't that long ago.
It was a while ago, and they're definitely on the up. You don't want to admit it, but they are on the up.
I need to see more. Is what I need to see. I need to see they beat the Lions division team, division rival. Those games can go anyway. And the week before that, they barely got by the Chargers, who dropped like 7 passes.
Chargers beat us.
Huge passes that they should have won that game. So
Chargers beat us.
I need to see a little more from the Packers before I'm super worried about them. Yeah, I know their schedule is cake, but I need to see more.
Well, and I'm more scared about the Pack. I'm more scared about their schedule. Like, I don't think the Packers, even if they make the playoffs, they're not going to make a run. The Packers are not. They're a team that's just kind of in limbo. I'm just more scared about their schedule. I'm more scared that we already beat them when we usually split with them. And I hate the fact that we play the Lions twice.
Yeah, again, that last Lions game, I keep harping on this. It might not mean anything for the Lions, so they may have nothing to play for, so they may be resting their starters. So that one can almost be a hammy win. But we saw it last year. They had nothing to play for, and they beat the Packers final game, who were trying to get in the playoffs. So
the thing with the Lions, even if they bench their starters, they're still better than the Bears team we just lost to.
It's true, but I mean, are we going to step on our dicks again like we did against the Bears? Is that going to happen again?
We've done it a lot. Ashley, we're only at 36 likes. Hit that like button if you're watching. Hit that like button.
Najee was here. We should have been over 50 when he was on.
Najee. What a guy.
Great guy. All right, let's hear some bold predictions for the rest of the season. We got 5 games left in the 2023 regular season. Will it continue beyond that? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But let's hear some bold predictions for the home stretch. What are you laughing at? Did you ban somebody else?
No. Yeah, if you guys want to come on, give a bold prediction for the rest of the season, let's go right here. Bold prediction for the rest of the season. Can be happy, can be sad, whatever you want.
Happy, sad. We're in the shadows right now. Someone's touching me. Oh, it was me.
Yeah, that was definitely you. Bold predictions for the rest of the season. Let's freaking go.
Bob Swedes 11-6 went out.
Frozen North, Najee said we'll win out. I believe him.
Yeah, I believe anything Najee told me.
David did her 2 and 3 rest of the way. That's not very
really bold. Doesn't have to be scheduled. It can be about anything.
Why I'm easy.
Uh-oh. Michael's a little preoccupied. He just unwrapped himself a new stick of butter.
I'm getting some comments on the mailbag, which I did completely forget about. Let's do the mailbag real quick.
You have ready?
I see you. You hang out there for a while in that beautiful tank top. Mailbag real quick. If Dobbs is still the starter, which he should be in the Raiders game, how do you think Justin Jefferson return will affect Kevin O'Connell's play calling? Go.
I already touched it. I think he'll be more aggressive. He trusts Justin Jefferson to catch just about anything thrown his way. I think he's more apt to take shots with Justin Jefferson on the field.
Yeah, I mean, when Justin Jefferson's on the field, your offense changes. There's no doubt about it.
100%.
They should stretch the ball. Hopefully what we see is more stretch in the field. I mean, we haven't seen much of it. We saw a little bit of it last week with Dobbs. Wasn't great, but when Fields is out there, let's go.
I think Harms really want to hear the moan is what he was getting at.
Davey says, I want to see more beer and bananas on Horned Up. No bananas, but we got beer.
All right, that's good. That's a good question.
All right, Harmsy says, I still think drafting a quarterback very early is a must. Who is your quarterback of the future aside from Drake May or Caleb Williams? Please say Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, but again, you mentioned it. His stock seems to be going up, and if he's going to be right in the talk, I mean,
you've got mail.
I mean, he might. I'm not going to say he's going to get ahead of May or at Williams, but he'll be right on their ass by the time the draft comes around, I bet.
Yeah, I think Jaden Daniels will be a top 10 pick. I don't think we'll even get a sniff of him. I think if we're getting a quarterback, it's going to be Michael Penix.
Yep, Penix, Nix, something like that. One of those guys.
Penix. Why doesn't KOC get the picture that Alexander Madison is absolutely horrible and he looked like an idiot? He has a quarterback that can run the ball. He is not a pocket passer. O'Connell needs to let him loose.
He does. I don't know why he used Josh Dobbs the way he did. He loves Alexander Madison. He said, funny in his press conference, he said, Alexander Madison's been a very consistent part of our offense. That's true. He has been.
Last 2 games has been great.
Rushing for 51 yards is great, but he's been better.
He didn't have 50 carries. Did you see his average?
I'm just saying, he's Alexander Madison. He's done enough bad stuff for 2 games. Isn't going to erase what he's done the games before this for me.
Well, you can keep looking at the games long ago, or you can look what he's done recently. So recently, he's been on fire, and he has. You can't deny it.
I'm just saying, Alexander Madison has been horrible this year. 2 decent games isn't going to change that for me, and I agree with the Harms. I just want to see more tight end.
No, that wasn't Harms. But he's been damn good. He's been damn good. I wish they would run the ball more to Madison at this point. Best quarterback in the class is BK. Time will prove that. A lot of people think that. That's not a crazy take. A lot of people think that Penix could actually be the best quarterback that comes out of this draft class. Let's go to Harmsy. Harmsy in that beautiful tank. What's up?
I'm gonna see that titty tattoo.
So this whole time I was waiting, I could have looked this up, but how many yards does JJ have right now? 500 something?
I want to say
it's
like
way more than that.
Really? I thought it was like 480 or something.
Yeah, it's around 500.
I'll look.
Because my bold prediction was going to be that he goes for 1,500 still, but I'm thinking that's going to be way too much, so I'm going to go
571. 571.
Okay, I'm going to say he goes 1,200 yards yet this year.
Jesus, that is bold.
I wanted to say 15, but I don't think he'll get that. But I think he's going to come out hot. He's going to want that ball, and he's going to get it.
He's going to get the ball.
I just got really happy all of a sudden. Thank you, Harms. I'm glad you came on today.
And that's not really bold. That's very realistic.
Fuck, I'm on the cusp right now of finishing. Thank you.
5 games. I like it. I like it, Harms.
I mean, it's possible, and it's Justin Jefferson.
Boom. Let's go.
I love that tank.
And he'll make whoever's going to be the quarterback, he's going to make him better.
It's true.
Let's go, baby.
That's what superstars do. That's what they do.
All right, let's go to a very stoic Viking funeral.
Stroking the beard.
Very serious.
Not
What do you got
What's up,
for us,
boys?
buddy? How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Hopefully KOC learned his lesson this last week. We've seen him try to get cute before, and the stupid plays that you don't understand. It's 3rd and 1, and he tries to run some weird toss back or whatever. I mean, just run the ball straight ahead and get the 1 yard, But hopefully he learned his lesson. I don't know if I can say it or not. I think we do. I think we went out though. I mean, I'm looking forward to the fact that he saw how bad this was, and he's not going to put Dobbs back in the pocket like he was. I'm sorry I wasn't on for the after show, man, but I had nothing good to say. So it was keep my mouth shut time.
I'm surprised anyone was.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if KOC gets one more season, if he doesn't learn his lesson here, he gets one more season, and if we're lucky enough to keep Brian Flores after that, you give Flores the head coach job.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I like it.
So we're winning out, boys. Let's go. I'm all
like
on still. I still believe in KOC to a certain extent. I need to see him do what's best for the team and not stick in his own scheme.
Boom. Love it.
I miss your door.
Yeah, come on, man. Pull it together. Get next to that door next time.
There it is.
There it is. T-Man.
Oh boy, I don't know. I think it's time to put O'Connor on the hot seat.
Really?
Wow.
You want him back next year or not?
That's a tough question. I've been watching the Timberwolves more than the Vikings.
Well,
Really?
the Timberwolves on fire, baby.
I know.
They're doing fantastic.
I was at the game last night.
Really?
Yeah, fucking tell you today.
Yeah. Well, what's the Vikings' final record? What do you got?
How tough is the Vikings schedule for the rest of the year? One ball.
Not great. Not great. I would say on the tougher side than easy.
Who's getting better? The games we have coming up.
We got the Lions twice and the Packers.
You know what the good news is? We don't have to face the Cowboys.
That is good news, T-Man. Great news, T-Man.
I'm thinking 9-8.
All right, that's fair. That's
9-8. If O'Connor,
more.
if he doesn't get his if O'Connor needs to get his head out of his ass.
Right out of the shitter. All right, team.
And we need a kicker. I don't trust Greg Joseph at all.
All right.
Oh, listen to this. Hey, guess what? I was reading this today. The stats on critical kicks, Greg Joseph is last in the league in making game-winning field goals.
All right, T-Man. Appreciate you hopping on. Check those batteries on that smoke detector back there. I'm worried about you.
To do it twice a year.
David Ditter, like Tex
David
Ritter.
Ditter.
Ditter. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good. How are you,
Look at
man?
that shirt. That's a great shirt.
Mhm.
Doing all right. Yeah, thanks. Team Marvel till they started sucking.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been rough.
lately,
Been a rough patch.
I had us at 11-6 at the beginning of the year, but after this Bears lost on national TV to 4 field goals, every game is a tough game. I don't care if it's the Gophers. The KOC is concerning me here. I still believe, but my measuring stick is Denny Green. All right. I love that guy, even when people didn't like him. And to me, the mark of a great coach is someone who can take their talent and customize their game plan around the talent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you want to get your specific players for your specific philosophy, I don't know what that looks like. I mean, is there a Kirko in the draft that we're going to be targeting who can't move around? Maybe Penix. I don't like the way he drops his elbow personally when he throws. I want JJ McCarthy, but I worry if KOC is going to ruin a young quarterback like he's kind of done with Dobbs over the last 2 games. I mean, he took what looked great in terms of our team and what Dobbs can do and said, I got an idea. I need you to stay in the pocket, read the field, and make quick decisions and make these throws. It was just, Are we? I can't have another Kirko year, guys. I do not want to see a Kirk extension. I just don't. And so I got us at 8 and 9 this year. At this point,
8 and 9. God damn it, David. We
What?
respect your thoughts, so damn it, you're a smart man.
Run RPO with Chandler in the backfield, so now Chandler doesn't have to block anybody because you're either handing it to him or you're faking a handoff to him. And then run Dobbs the other direction with or without the ball and give him options to throw as he's leaking that direction. Run that the whole fucking game, man. It's not that complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Cut the field in half. Have Hawkinson about 15 yards down the field. KJ or Addison 25 yards down the field. Give them 2 or 3 reads all to the same side of the field and just run that. We get time of possession when Dobbs plays. We never had time of possession with Kirko. It was 375 yards of empty calories and a close game win or a embarrassing loss with no run attack. We have a chance to not have to throw for 375, have time of possession, and win these games. It took 4 turnovers for us to barely lose to the Bears and 3 turnovers to barely lose to Denver.
I'm in the middle of a dinner and 1-bar sandwich right now.
I wanted to see you guys closer.
Yeah.
I wanted to see you closer.
Here you go, Lupagus. I
know my God.
Oh, there's that.
He's taking out the measuring stick.
David.
What a nipple.
Just there we go. There you go, Loop.
Dinner to showing his milkers. Good to see you, buddy. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
When he first said measuring stick, I went right to a dirty place.
He wasn't scared. BK, what's
I
up,
thought he had
buddy?
a milkers out too. That's just his shirt.
What?
No.
You wearing a brassiere?
No, I'm sitting in bed. I'm tired.
You're always in
Look
bed.
tired.
No, I know I've heard both of you guys say this in the past too, but like the whole hating on Kirk thing it's such a lousy take. And like I understand that you are limited with a pocket passer, but like I don't know if you can find a game where Kirk Cousins has 375 yards and no touchdowns. Like I think you would struggle to find that genuinely. But no, like I guess my bold prediction comes all the way going to the draft. I think that this is a year that they do take a shot. And the reason that I like Penix is because he has a huge arm. He's accurate at all 3 levels of the field.
Agreed.
He doesn't make a ton of mistakes. I mean, he's not an interception prone guy in college. But the biggest thing about him is he has kind of like that. He doesn't run just to run, but when he doesn't have an option, he does use his legs. It's almost like almost like a early career Ben Roethlisberger in that aspect. Like he's really hard to bring down. He can take hits. I just think that like some of these times you have to take risks. Like Levis, he's looking like the second best quarterback in the draft this year so far. Like Tennessee traded up, in the early second round, took a risk on him. Who knows? The jury's still out what he's going to be like in the future, but he's had a good 3 or 4 games there. So I guess my opinion is like, I like McCarthy. I like his ability to run, but it's not working with Kyler. Lamar Jackson has never won a big game in his life. Name me a rushing quarterback that's won anything. You can't. I mean, that's just my
What do you got?
take on it.
I don't know if he was asking or if he was challenging.
What do you got?
I don't know. I mean, Mahomes is kind of like retired. I mean, he'll run when he has to. I mean, he's not a rushing quarterback, so yeah, I don't know. That's what came to my mind.
That's all I'm saying. Like McCarthy, I don't know. He scares me a little bit. He seems like the guy. Like he doesn't have a huge arm, which scares me a lot. And I feel like a lot of times in these situations, especially with Fields has ruined his arm by running. Like he had a lot of arm talent in college, and that was the appeal with him, is this big dual threat guy. And now he can't throw the ball to save his life. So, I mean, it just scares me too much going that route when we've seen it not work every single year. But, yeah, that's all I got to say on that.
All right, BK.
Thank you, BK.
Take care, buddy.
Never hate BK. You got to respect his draft opinion. The guy knows his draft. It's fun listening to him.
He knows his shit. There's no doubt about it. Let's go to this guy.
Hey!
Pops.
All right, here's my
don't think he
bold
has pants
prediction
on.
for the season. Josh Dobbs, after coming off this horrible game, for the rest of the season, is going to be unbelievably fantastic. He's going to be in the top 5 quarterback ratings for the rest of the season.
Holy shit.
For the season. He's going to have an amazing run after they come out of the bye. And Justin Jefferson is going to have at least 2 touchdowns a game the rest of the way and is going to shoot up the leaderboard for the most yards in the season.
I love it.
Hell
love
yeah,
it, Monteminai. I love your optimism, baby. Let's go.
I love
Let's go.
Shirt.
All right, Skull TYA looks bored out of his freaking mind.
Oh, hi, Skull TYA.
So, what were you two arguing about during the game?
I think
Lupicus after we got the turnover, what did you want Kevin or KOC to do?
Lupicus wanted to go for the first down. He wanted to go balls out, and I wanted to leave it up to the defense.
KOC wanted to what? Wanted KOC to be aggressive.
I did.
Lupicus wanted KOC.
I wanted KOC to be aggressive. So
Everybody
now all of
did.
a sudden, KOC is going to change the way he coaches because of what happened? No.
I mean, he could.
I don't think.
Well, I said that's my hope. My hope is he would.
I don't think he's going to.
I don't think anybody thinks he will. My hope is that he would change it, but I don't think he will.
And as long as he keeps playing Dobbs like he did Monday night, the Vikings ain't winning nothing because that's not Josh Dobbs' play style.
Well, I think we'll find out real quick with the Raiders game what he does, who his quarterback is, and how he plays them. Because if he comes out with Dobbs the same way he did against the Bears, then KOC should be on the hot seat. I don't care how many games he won last year.
I mean, you lose to a team that doesn't score a touchdown. You turn the ball over 4 times, and you still lose the game because of some of the coaching decisions in the game. I've been on KOC a lot. He needs to be more aggressive. He's not aggressive enough. Yes, you could rely on the defense, but you get 1 first down after that turnover, you don't have to worry about the defense.
Mm-hmm.
And JJ is coming back, but I don't know who's going to throw him the ball. The reason I said Hall is because I don't think anything's going to change, and I just wanted to see what Hall has. We've seen Dobbs. We know what Dobbs can do. I don't want to see Mullins. I don't think anybody wants to see Mullins. We know what Mullins is. We don't know what Hall is. That's why I said I want it to be Hobbs. I don't think it's going to be, but I want it to be. I really after this game Monday night, I really don't know about this team. I don't know which way they're going to go. So I'm not going to give a record because I don't know what the team's going to show up. But I will say the one thing I will predict, and this is what I think is the Vikings defense will finish top 10 in at least 3 different categories at the end of the year.
Nice.
Boom. That's fair.
So that's my bold prediction because I think the defense is aggressive. B-Flow knows what he's doing. So I think maybe B-Flow needs to dress up like Donatel and say, come into Kevin O'Connell's dreams at night. So Kevin wakes up in a cold sweat saying, "Oh shit, I need to do something."
And rock hard.
I mean, it's got to be that. But so tonight,
I like it.
So since JJ's coming back tonight in Vintage, we're doing Vikings wide receivers. So that's going to be the Vintage show tonight. We're going to start different decades. We're going to start from the 60s and move all the way up, and we're going to connect the wide receivers that they've had in history.
Nice.
Boom, baby. Love
Dwayne
it.
Bates is on there.
Dwayne Bates, Kelly Campbell. Let's go.
Yeah.
Skull TYA. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, love you guys.
Cool,
I love the back and forth. I love the arguments. I love the consternation. I love some people are hyped. Some people are like me who don't know what they're going to get the rest of this year. But
No one knows.
we're Vikings fans. You never know.
It'll be a fun ride, baby.
Exactly.
It's going to be a fun ass ride.
Yeah, I mean, Skull TYA is convinced that KLC is not going to make a change, but listen in the press conferences and stuff. I think he realizes he's fucked up.
I'm on Skull TYA's side there. Just I'll believe it when I see it. I hope I see it, but I'll believe it when I see it. Spiking Viking, what up?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Wonderful. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, man.
Being under the black light. That's where you belong.
Yep. I'm on nature.
I think I agree with Funeral. We're gonna go 5 fucking straight.
Let's go. Let's go.
And then that means we're going to sweep the Motor City Kitties.
Hell yeah.
No. Spike
All right, fellas, take care. See ya.
The black light has spoken.
Spiking Vikings been waiting there for a while, and it was worth it. Speaking of worth it, look at this.
Oh, is he wearing camo?
Guy, are you wearing camo?
Are you hunting?
He's hunting for.
Right.
He's a MILF hunter.
He's hunting for.
What? Have you ever been to milfseekers.com? It's good.
No, but I will be
MILF
shortly
hunter.
after the show.
Hey, I just got in. I was at Lowe's. What are we talking about?
We want to know your bold prediction for the rest of the season.
And also what you got at Lowe's.
Yeah, what did you get at Lowe's? Maybe
I had to get one of those fireplace tool sets because I got a fireplace. We got to cook that thing up pretty soon because it's getting chilly out here in Northern California.
It is getting chilly.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, bold. Let's go bold. Let's fuck it. Flores is interim head coach.
Oh my God.
Man, watch KOC just get demolished by the Raiders, and then all of a sudden,
wow. Holy
that's
shit.
beyond bold, isn't
It's
it?
called we call it bold for a reason, and we love everything about it.
Hey, you know what? If that crazy scenario happened, I don't think the Wolves are Tepper like down in fucking Carolina. That guy can't.
Yeah,
but if that happened, somehow I think one bar would be fucking happy a little bit. One bar loves himself some Flores. You got it.
Who doesn't love Brian freaking Flores, baby? That would be a great transition. Usually, it's like some weirdo dude you never heard of. And
Yeah, I know.
Flores would be
Here's
our next guy.
the thing. Like over the years, being Vikes fans, I like KOC, and I have faith that he can right the ship. But fucking, goddamn Billick, fucking, Dungy, fucking
Tomlin too.
Tomlin. I mean, all of them have went on. Coordinators went to win Super Bowl somewhere else, and there comes a time where you just, as a Vikings fan, say, "Motherfucker, man!" Like, would it have been better to stick with some other guy? You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's like always fucking happens. I'm not saying Flores can go and like win a Super Bowl somewhere else. He might be able to, of course, but he was good in Miami, geez, so, but it's like, it's always the one that got away, it's our story of our lives,
One that got away, just like a Luppagus in 6th grade. He still dreams about her. She's gone. She's out of his life.
Did you get a little shocker in there?
6th grade, Jesus.
I didn't know what that was, that guy.
I was about to go and rate in my town.
Ed Guy, we love you, buddy. Get to work on that fireplace.
All right. Rock on.
I didn't realize this tonight. And Ed Guy's glowing Norm Macdonald to him.
Yeah, no, he does. Norm Macdonald has some pretty. I enjoy Norm Macdonald.
He's amazing. He's amazing. What's your bold prediction, One Bar?
I want you to go first.
Mine's this, and I thought somebody would take this from me, but I'm going to say Daniil Hunter breaks the sack record. He's at 13.5, has to get to 22.5. He can do it. I don't think it's super crazy. A couple games, maybe 3 or 2 here, and he's got a shot. So Daniil Hunter breaks the sack record this year.
I love it. I think he's on pace for like 19, so he's like 3.5 off, something like that. My bold prediction is that Marcus Davenport not only comes back, but he lights shit up. Nobody's expecting Davenport to come back. When he gets injured, he's a guy that just seems to not come back. He just kind of milks it a little bit, and maybe it's worthy, maybe it's not. But he's coming back. He's going to be a big part of why the Vikings make the playoffs and make a little bit of a run. So Marcus Davenport, he's going to have us thinking like, holy shit, do we actually need to re-sign this guy?
I hope that happens. And I'm not sure, like, what is his timeline? Is he on IR? I don't even remember anymore.
He is, but nobody's expecting.
He still has to be activated. So, yeah, he's probably not going to be here for a while yet. But, yeah, I like it. I like it. All right. Thanks, everybody who hopped on.
Hold on. Before we go, Purple Rain, they're going to do a 300 sub giveaway. So they're going to be going live here, I believe, at 8:30. So hit up that link. Go head over to their show. Give them some love.
You said a giveaway?
Yogi. Yeah, they're doing a 300 sub giveaway.
What are they giving away?
Hit it up. I don't know. You have to head over there and find out.
They're giving away what Ed Guy Rocks bought at Lowe's.
Giving away a Bud Grant signed photo, which I would love to put right there.
It looks nice right over here.
So hit them up. Go over there. Give them a sub. Do it.
And yeah, before you do that, remember this: mashed yams doubled as lube in 17th century Japan.
Yuck.